Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First of all, we welcome Ulrike Berzau from Germany, a well-known international coach. So we welcome you, ma'am, in Opep International Leaders Forum. Hope our participants will enjoy your session. So first of all, we will request you to introduce yourself, about your programs, about your trainings, about your consultation, what you are doing. So thank you. You can continue, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited to be here on the Opep forum. I heard it's a really successful forum and you're spreading education around the world. So my name is Ulrike Berzau. I'm originally from Germany. I live now in the US and I do a lot of international consulting and coaching. I work with companies all over the world. I do a lot on Zoom, like here, which is a fabulous forum. And I also travel, and I have been to the different countries to provide consulting to businesses. Actually, my background is in healthcare. Most of my experience, I've been leading rehabilitation hospitals and rehabilitation services. And I right now still do rehabilitation consulting globally. And I have my own company now, and I'm providing business consulting. I help you to create the business you want to create. And today's topic is how you can achieve exceptional results in life and in your business. And I want to start with your business. I know many of you here have a dream. You want to grow your business. You want to improve it. You want to do better. You want maybe to start a business, or you might not even know, if you're in college right now, what kind of direction you want to go with your business. So I would love to help you how you can get started to grow your business. And if you have any questions right now, if you're live, just put in the chat. If you later on have any questions, you can connect with me. I love to help you. So creating a successful business that is really exceeding your own expectation. There are 6 steps. And I have a program which I will introduce to Opep members later, where you can actually do this in depth, either with me or online. So the 6 steps. Number 1, you want to become that magnet. That means you want to identify what sets you apart from others, what makes you unique, what are your skills, your passions, your strengths. Think about all the experiences you have. Think about all the skills, your training, your education, things you love to do. You really want to look inside and say, okay, this is who I am, and these are all the skills and things I would love to do. So how can I apply them? So that's the very first thing. You want to look at what sets you apart from others, because in the business, you want to know what sets your business apart from others, and others will love to work with you because of who you are. You fascinate them. You are attracting people because of who you are. You know, they might buy your products or services, but bottom line is they want to work with you because of who you are. And so that's a very important aspect. Now, if you don't have a business and don't plan having a business, but you work with a company, you might be an employee, you might be one of the leaders. It's the same important step. Think about all your skills and talents. Are you really using them? Are you using all the gifts you have? Because you have gifts. When you are expressing your unique skills, talents, your strengths, you're going to attract people and you will be so successful in working with them. So again, that it's for you as important also in your private life. When you want to attract the right friends and the right people who are helping you to achieve your life goals, you want also to think about your strengths and use your strengths and your skills and talents and things you love to do. So this is step number 1. You also, in step number 1, when you start your business, you want to identify, why do you want to start your business? What is so important to you? What is your why? What is deep down your why to create that successful business? And the why will drive you, because the why inspires you. The why will move you forward. You will keep moving and moving and moving because you're inspired by the reason why you will start your business. I know many of you will say, well, I want to make money. And making money is not a why. There is always a purpose. There's always a reason why you want to make money. Maybe you want to reinvest in the community. Maybe you want to help others. Maybe you want to create something, invent something. So your why is very important. All right, now step number 2. Now you identified what sets you apart. So now look in the mirror and say, who would be attracted to working with me? Who are my perfect clients? Where do they live? What kind of demographics? Do I find them online? Do I find them in clubs? Do I find them in stores? Where are my perfect clients? So you look in the mirror and identify, okay, who are the people who would love to buy my products and services and who resonate with me? Because people, again, they will resonate with you, your ideal clients. And you might think, well, isn't everyone my ideal clients as long as they pay? I don't think so. Because when you have ideal clients, you will actually achieve such amazing results for them that they will spread your product or services across their friends, across the whole community, and you will get more of the ideal clients. You don't need to work with the whole world, but you do want to work with your ideal clients. So think about that right now. Okay, who are your ideal clients? What's the demographics? Are they young, old, male, female? Are they what ethnicity? What languages? And then where can you find them? Where are they located? Can you find them online or offline? And how can you attract them? Do they respond to Zoom calls? Or do they respond maybe to a personal call or a personal conversation? Or do they respond to Facebook ads? Do they respond to LinkedIn videos, images? So it's really important to identify what do your ideal clients respond to so you can attract them. Now, step number 3. Remember, I said we have 6 steps. Step number 3, now you're going to develop a business strategy that's based on what matters most. What matters most to you as the leader? What matters most to you as the business owner? What matters most to your customers, your clients? Think about what matters most to your employees or to your team. Maybe you have business partners. So when you develop your strategy based on what matters most, you will develop a strategy that is so powerful. And when you think about and write down what matters most, also think about developing strategies in the key business pillars. And there are 5 key business pillars. Each business needs to stand on a very comprehensive business, comprehensive business strategy. So most of you, when you start your own business, you think about, oh, I just want to make money. I need to market and want to make money. I was there, and it doesn't work. What you want to do, you think about a strategy in each of the 5 pillars. And I will tell you briefly the pillars. The first pillar is about your service or products. For example, how can you improve your products or services? That's one strategy you want to implement. The second pillar is quality. How can you achieve exceptional results? How can you create that wow effect? How can you capture that and share it? So for example, how can you get testimonials? How can you get video testimonials so you can share about your product and services? The third pillar is about the people you're working with, your business partners. Create a strategy, either how you can capitalize on your business partners' connection, or how can you get the right employees, the right team. So this is another strategy about people. And strategy number 4 is how to grow the business. Your marketing, you absolutely need a strategy in your marketing. Very, very important. And strategy number 5 is now the profitability. Now you did everything. Of course, you want to manage your money. So you want to figure out, okay, which services can I enhance to have a better return on investment? How can I manage my expenses? So 5 comprehensive business strategies are important. When you develop your strategy based on what matters most, my suggestion is create one in each of the 5 business pillars: your services, your quality, your people, your marketing, and your profitability. All right. Now we have a few more to go. This was step number 3. Now step number 4. Here is where everything really comes together. Step number 4, you are gonna take action now. Now you have strategies. Let's say you did your 5 strategies. Now you're gonna take action and you're gonna write out an action plan. I have a really good formula and I have a really good action plan format. And when I work with my clients on developing the actions, I ask them to make sure they are specific, about 3 actions per strategy. And those actions are specific and time bound. You have a date. For example, if one of your strategies is to do something right now this month, or your strategies would be longer, but your action, is to do something right now this month. You can have also actions. You might put a date of next year. You don't need to do everything right now. So if a strategy would be to improve your products and services, what specific actions can you take this month? What specific actions you might want to do next year? Maybe you want to develop a new product, and that will take time. It might take a year. However, you put the date to the action so you don't feel you have to do it all. You don't have to change the world in one day. So put dates to your actions. The strategy is the what you want to do. The action is the how you're going to do it. If you have a strategy and don't add actions to it, nothing will happen. If you have a strategic plan that doesn't have specific actions, everything you're going to do specifically with a date, nothing will happen. You do want to make very, very, very specific, put down very, very specific actions with a date. And now step number 5. And here's a success formula I will share with you. And I use this with my clients. When we have a strategic plan, when we have set out all the amazing strategies in the 5 business pillars, and we have developed the action plan, we have the actions, each action has a date, we feel really good. And then what happens? Many times, those strategic plans, they get lost and they are put in the drawer and maybe in a nice file, maybe in a nice binder, and you feel really good you have it. However, nothing will happen again unless you take action and make sure you stay on track. And I have a success formula I share with my clients, how they can stay on track. And I will share it with you today. It's really powerful. I use it every day and it keeps me on track. So let's look at your action plan. You have your action plan written out. You know what you want to do this month, maybe next month. Perhaps your actions are for the next 3 months or for the whole year. So you look at your action plan every month. And every month you do a written update, a status update of your actions. Where are you? What did you do? Let's say an action was to bring your program online. Did you complete your program? Did you finish the program? Or an action was to find a location for your new business. Did you complete that? And if not, you want to address that and you want to write down, okay, now from here, next month, I'm going to do this. So you can modify your actions. You can change them. You will always, your strategy on the top is going to stay for a long time, for the whole year at least. But your actions, they often need to get modified and they might need to get changed. So your actions, if you completed something, great. If you didn't complete it, maybe there were reasons why you didn't complete it. So you're going to tweak the action and say, okay, I did part of it, but I need to do it different. Maybe the office location I was looking at got sold. And now my action for the next month is I'm going to look for a different office location in maybe a different part of the city, or I'm going to do some research. Where do I want to be? Or you are going to do something different online. So every month, you're going to look at your strategic plan, at your action plan, and you're going to identify the actions you accomplished. And when you accomplish something, you are going to give yourself a smiley face as well. You're going to say, yes, I did it. and you appreciate yourself, you feel really good about it. Because whenever you feel good about it, you, of course, will be inspired to take more actions. So that is a really good way to stay inspired. So remember, every month you're looking at your action plan, you update your actions in writing and see what you did. Give yourself a smiley face if you did a good job. And if you need to modify something or develop new actions, that's the time to do it. Then every week, you look at your written action plan, at your monthly update, and say, okay, what are the priorities for this week? What do I want to do this week specifically to move forward to my goals? Because your strategies are your goals. You have big goals. Yes, it's important. So what do I need to do exactly this week so I can move forward towards all what I want to accomplish? And then what I do and what my clients do, we write a weekly, like a 1-page, key things you want to do. Let's say if one of your strategies was to bring your program and services online, okay, and the actions were for the month to develop a final program to put online. And then for the week is, okay, what are the little things you can do this week to make sure the program goes online? Maybe you need to tweak your website. Maybe you need to do something different with the landing page. Or so you want to see exactly what this week are the priorities. And it might be you're looking at your 5 strategies and say, okay, this week I might maybe just focus on one, because you have 5 strategies and sometimes it's overwhelming to focus on everything. However, if you decide what you want to focus on, you feel in control. Because if you let life get busy, you always feel that you're behind. If you deliberately decide, okay, this week I'm gonna focus exactly on this and this and this action, then you feel in charge. You feel, yeah, I can do it. And you identify what you want to do this week. And now here comes the power to making it all happen. Every evening, I do this in the evening. You can do it at the end of the workday. I like to do it in the evening. I look at my weekly priorities and I write out what I will do tomorrow. I write out maybe 3 to 5 little steps I'm going to do tomorrow. For example, for yesterday, I wrote out, today I will hold a session for you. And the day before, I wrote that I will prepare for the session. So I write those little things I'm going to do tomorrow and tomorrow. Every day at night, I identify 3 to 5 key areas, key things I want to do tomorrow. And I also, and this is really feeling good, I also write down all the things I did today. So for example, tonight I will write down that I did the presentation here and it went really well. And I do hope I inspired you to create your business using those 6 steps. So every night I write down what I did, how it felt also, and give myself a smiley face again. It is important you appreciate yourself. You need to appreciate all the things you're doing, especially as an entrepreneur. We are very, very, very busy. And sometimes we feel a little bit like overwhelmed. So look at the things you did, feel good about it, and identify the key things for tomorrow. 3 to 6, 3 to 5, they are perfectly enough. Identify, and I write it in a little notebook. On the one side, I write down the things I'm going to do tomorrow. On the other side, I write down all the things I did today and make myself really feel good and say, I so much appreciate my own efforts. If you have a large company, you can do this and appreciate your employees. There are a lot of efforts unseen often in large companies. And if you find maybe every day one employee you could appreciate for their efforts, that would really increase their inspiration and would get them really excited to give their very best. Okay, now we covered 5 steps. Now you might wonder, what is the 6th step? What could that be? Okay, the 6th step is now helping you to move your business forward to a level you never thought about. Because when you have a strategic plan, when you have your actions, when you use the success formula of monthly, weekly, daily, identifying where you're going, you might get really excited about doing it for the next, let's say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And then, old behaviors, old habits kick in. And you would say, oh no, I don't have time today. You forget doing it. And your old beliefs kick in and you're starting to think, oh, my business will not grow. I don't see evidence it's growing. And here the sixth step, step number 6 comes in. And step number 6 is the mindset. The mindset to achieve exceptional results. What mindset do you need? What are the success images you need on your mind to keep moving you forward? What is your mindset right now? Are you thinking about all the things you will accomplish? Or are you constantly worrying about all the things you haven't done? Or worrying about your business might not be successful? So the mindset is so important. And here I help my clients to really break through those invisible barriers. Most of us have a lot of negative mind chatter. Right now, think about when you're listening to me here, what's on your mind? Are you thinking about, my business will never grow, it's not working? And when you actually check in with yourself every day and think about, okay, what's on my mind? Are you having thoughts of success and really accomplishing your goals on your mind? Or are you constantly thinking about, oh, I cannot do it, I don't know how to do it, my business not growing, I will never be successful? So when you check in with yourself and realize like, okay, what is on my mind? You understand why you often don't move forward. Because when we want to move forward really successfully with our business, we need to create that success mindset from the inside out. And I actually wrote an international best-selling book about that. It's called Imagine a Healthy You. The foreword is written by Bob Proctor, who is the kind of leading expert here in mindset. And I worked with Bob Proctor for a long time, and I worked with a number of other million-dollar mentors. And that's how I actually developed this business program. And so in my book, I share with you the success steps you need to take to create a success mindset. Also, the book's title is Imagine a Healthy You. The concept, half of the book, is completely applicable for everyone. I share with you how the high-performing athletes are training. I share with you how leadership and very exceptional speakers and inspirational speakers are training their mind to do what they're doing. Because guess what? No one is born with being able to do all the things they're doing. It doesn't come natural to people. People who want to be successful speakers, they train, they work on that again and again and again. And here are the mindset techniques I use. And I want to teach you. And, I teach them in my mindset coaching. For example, I describe in my book how the Olympians are training. And the Olympians are training by seeing themselves in imagery, doing what they want to do. So right now, think about when you think about an image. Let's say, think about your house. Do you see your house as an image? Or do you see your house as a word written? Of course, you see it as an image. So we always see images. And when you imagine something good, you see the image. When you imagine something you worry about, you see the image. So we think in images. And when we create a success image of what we want on our mind and really feel it with all our 5 senses, let's say you want to be an international renowned speaker. You want to be out there, you see yourself speaking, you inspire the audience, you hear the applause, a standing ovation, and everyone will look at you and say, wow, this is amazing. When you start to imagine that, when you get into that feeling and when you get into that imagery, then you are actually training yourself doing that. And when you are there speaking in public, your subconscious knows you already did it so many times, and you will be very successful. So the high-performing athletes are using that when they train, let's say, ski jump or swimming, whatever it is, they're using imagery. And the same concept we use with speakers, we use with businesses, with leadership, sports performance, and health and wellness. So whatever you want to accomplish, you can train your mindset to create a success mindset. And that is so important with your business, because guess what? When you have the success mindset, you will move forward. If you don't, old habits kick in. You will, in the first 2 weeks, you'll be inspired. You say, okay, I'm going to do a really good job with my business. I have a plan. I do my actions. And after 2 weeks, the old habits kick in and nothing will happen. You will forget about it. You will lose the inspiration because you don't see the results right away. And that's where you have to condition your mind. Also very important, when you start a new business, when you do something new, it's out of your comfort zone. And whenever we are out of our comfort zone, we are successful. Because, when you feel uneasy, it's like, oh, this is really out of my comfort zone, and get all nervous, embrace it. Because when you are out of your comfort zone, you are going to be successful. You are stretching and growing. When you go to the gym and you exercise, you run an extra mile, you stretch your muscles, you feel stretching, right? You feel that stretch. It's like, oh, it's uncomfortable. And you feel it and you say, okay, cool. I did run an extra mile. I stretched my muscles. It's the same with your mind. You do want to stretch your mind, and you only can stretch your mind when you are out of the comfort zone. And when you are uneasy, when you feel nervous, when you feel worried, tell yourself, wow, this is really good. I am out of my comfort zone. I'm so happy for this because I know I'm growing. I know I'm moving forward. So this is step number 6. And there's so much more to that. And I'd love to share with you all the details of the business program I built based on the 6 steps and based on all the knowledge from my many million-dollar mentors. And for right now, I would say those 6 steps are very powerful, and it's plenty for you to digest. What we want to do, we will do more follow-up programs here, and we will be able to help you with your questions. And this program will very soon also be online available, where you can just go online and work through it with videos and with workbooks, or you do it with me one-on-one coaching. And any questions now? And our host, Mr. Imran, if you like to come back, if you have any questions here.
Thank you very much, Ulrike, Berzau, for your wonderful session. And really, your 6 steps are really commendable, and hope our members will enjoy and will try to implement. Okay, I have one question regarding what you explained. Mashallah, you did you categorically define the basic theme of the business, how to grow, and how a person can improve their business. So, there are some small enterprises. Majority of the business owners, they are focusing on the customers. Okay, like they totally focus on the customers, and they are neglecting their employees, the people who are with them. And that's what is, as a business coach, what you suggest for such type of CEOs who are totally neglecting their, what tips you are offering or you are suggesting for such type of people?
Yeah, this is a really important topic, and focusing on the customer is very important, absolutely. However, your employees are delivering the services, the products, the services, and your employees are the first face for the customers typically, and you want to have a really engaged workplace and a really engaged workforce. So when you are able to help your employees to get inspired and be very excited about what you're doing, and there's a process I'm also taking companies through. We do a workshop where we help the employees to identify their work passions. What is most important to them at work? So what do they love to do? What is exciting for them? And what are they good at? Like I mentioned in the business step 2, that we are looking inwards and say, okay, what are the employees' unique skills, talents, and their work passions? And then we help the employees to identify their why. So why is that so important? And then we reflect and ask the employees, okay, now reflect on what's important to you at work. What are your work passion? What's your why? And now let's look at the company's goal and strategy. How well is that aligned? How well are you using your skills and talents to support the company's strategy? And then if there's a gap, what 3 actions can you take to use your skills and talents and better support your company in the accomplishment of their strategy? So it's a really important topic, because there are studies that the workforce in general is not as engaged, depending on industry and depending on country. However, we can significantly change that, and we can get a really excited and inspired workforce by using that process. It's a half-day team building process we are using. And when the employees know what matters most to them, what's their why, what are their work passion, and then understand the company strategy, then the employees can develop these 3 actions. And that gives them also opportunities to look for a career plan, to look for a promotion within the company. Or sometimes the employees might have skills and talents, they are really not a good fit for that specific position in the company. Maybe someone likes to work with customers directly and it's doing more computer work. So it could be a plan gradually within the company to look, what are you good at, what are you excited about, what are you passionate about and skilled at, and then which job would be a better fit, to look how your job description and how your skills are fitting. You're on mute right now, Mr. Imran. Yep.
Thank you very much for your detailed answer. I have another question, ma'am. Sorry, to bother you. Majority of the business community, they are facing 2 type of problems. First problem, the little resources. They are facing the challenging and resources because sometimes they want to expand their business. They hire so many employees, but they are unable to handle the circumstances. So what type of suggestion you are suggesting for to handle, to cope with such type of situation? Secondly, most of the time, because I have so many friends from business community, and what they are doing, they are following other competitors. For example, if I'm launching one toothpaste, okay, so if I see that okay, my toothpaste is growing, so other people also try to follow the same toothpaste. So what actually happened? So the actual people are suffered who are launching and these things, and even those people who are trying to copy the original one, they are also facing the challenges. So what is in my as an entrepreneur, I would suggest, and I will take your suggestion also, because maybe it's helpful for it, that uniqueness in the business is very important. Like, for example, if you launch your own product, okay, focus on your own product, forget about others people, what they are doing, okay. So first of all, when your product is like, maybe some people will try to copy your, or maybe they will, but that is totally temporary. It will give you a temporary loss. So it should not be a hurdle for yourself. What is as a business coach, you have a very broader ideas to handle, maybe it's helpful for such for people.
Yeah, so let me start with the second question, and that's copying. And I like the example of the toothpaste. I see this a lot, and people try to do what others are doing, and it's not going to work, because there are many companies, similar companies out there. And you do want, like I mentioned in my step number 1, you do want to become that magnet. You want to identify what sets you apart and your company, your product, your services. Copying someone else? No. You really need to step first inwards and say, okay, what are all the skills, talents, experience I have? And how can I set my product apart? If it's the toothpaste, what is different on my toothpaste? It could be an organic-based toothpaste, whatever it is. And then also, how can I deliver my product differently? Look at all the inventions. Look at all the amazing things people have done because they did not follow others. If you follow others and copy, you will not be successful. There's a really good marketing book. It's called The Purple Cow. So I always say you want to be the purple cow in the herd of the black and the brown cow. Because when you set yourself apart from others, people will want to work with you. They come to you, to your business. They want to, they want to purchase from you. So your product can be different. The way you deliver it can be different. It can be, you can package it, you can diversify, you can find a lot of innovative, different ideas how you deliver your product and to whom you deliver, how you can appeal again to your ideal clients. Because when you set yourself apart from others, you also appeal to a different client segment. Think about who's your ideal client. And that was my step number 2. So who would really benefit from your product and services? And again, you want to deliver it in a way that is unique. Think what you really want and not what other people are doing. So this is about creating the toothpaste that is so unique that everyone wants to have it because it's just out of the world unique, whatever it is. And the other question you talked about, the resources. Yeah, often, new business, it takes a lot of resources. And sometimes we start maybe a little bit too big. So one way it is really helpful to collaborate with others. Like, I know you are collaborating with a lot of people to look for alliances. And that was in the business pillars, one pillar is people. How can you actually create win-win situation where you don't have to have all the expense and where you don't have to carry it on your own shoulders? Look for win-win, look for resources, and look also how you can start in small steps. For example, if your dream is to have your own business and right now you're employed, you really don't like your job 100%, however, it brings you an income, start on the side, creating your business plan, work on small steps, get a little bit success so you don't feel so overwhelmed when you stop being employed and then have to make money with your own business. So start incrementally. Look for alliances, look for other people, look for innovative funding, collaborating here, like, something like Opep. I mean, it's a wonderful organization if you want to spread your programs and education. So, and also, very important, do things for free in the beginning because you want to get experience and you will not always get paid right away, and that is okay. You want to share your product and services, you want to give, and then other people will come and help you.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate your views. Yes, in Opep International, the same because we are also, you can say, a student of the business field. But we are learning from business coach like you, mashallah. You people have international exposure, and we are also following the same policy, the same like procedures what international community are doing. Like we are offering a different type of courses and different type of sessions we are conducting, like this session is one of the example. And believe me, like Alhamdulillah, people are getting more benefits from such type of activity, and even we are also getting benefits, because when the people to people contact, healthy connection is established, then the business opportunity is created automatically. And maybe for example, if you have something in your mind maybe, and you are connecting with such organization, maybe in that session you find some sort of people about which you are planning, and then automatically, oh yes, these people can help me regarding my that idea which I was thinking about. So but if you are unable to connect with the people, so your idea will not be able to properly implement it. So that's what we are doing actually, that we are connecting scholars. We are trying to invite different trainers from different community, from different sort of fields, and Alhamdulillah, they are sharing their experiences, their golden words, so it can enlighten our members also, and indeed it will be reward for all of us. So it's as I second your view, that it's a win-win situation. No one is losing in such type of activities, and we all are in beneficial aspects, Alhamdulillah. So I think we are going to conclude the session. Thank you very much. I would like to suggest that if you are having some sort of trainings or about consultation, so you can share over here. Maybe some of our members, when they watch this video recording, so maybe they can approach to us, and inshallah we will take you on board, and we will arrange meeting, your meeting with them. Okay, so it can be a helpful and healthy environment can be created.
Inshallah, yeah, that would be wonderful. And anyone who watches the recording, you can go on my website, which is my full name, ulrikeberzau.com. And there are a lot of free resources. I have ebooks, I have recordings there also. And then inshallah, we will work together on Opep, because collaborating and spreading the word is a really good way to grow your and everyone's business.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ulrike ma'am. Hope we will enjoy your next sessions also, inshallah, with a new dimension, with a new spirit. And inshallah, because today it was just an introductory session, you can say that it's you just entry in our organization. So inshallah, our member will enjoy this session also. And inshallah, for the next session, for live question answer, we will invite them, and you will enjoy their company also. Thank you very much once again, ma'am.
Ma salama. Thank you.
Thank you.
Salama.